Joe Lacob wanted the two timeline for the Golden State Warriors, and it's absolutely failing. What is this two timelines? It's blending the existing championship core with younger players. That so when Steph Curry retires, the future is set, and he failed miserably. It's not just him. Bob Myers failed. Mike Dunleavy has failed. As much as I hate the Los Angeles Lakers, they never focused on the young timeline. They focused on maximizing LeBron James, and that's what the Golden State Warriors should have done because LeBron James has a much better surrounding cast than Steph Curry. You look at what the Lakers did, they had that young core, and they had a much better young core than the Warriors had. They had players like Lonzo, Ingram, Julius Randle, and they're like, we don't have time to develop them. So what do? They ship them off for Anthony Davis. And you know what Anthony Davis turned into? He turned into they won a championship, and then his contract ended up turning into Luka Doncic. You can argue that no franchise is better set for the future than the Los Angeles Lakers. They have Luka and DeAndre Ayton. Meanwhile, the Warriors were like, let's focus on this young timeline. We'll blend them with Steph Curry and become champions. You missed terribly in the draft. You drafted James Wiseman because you thought, well, we like LaMelo, but we don't want to deal with LeVar. What? You wouldn't have to deal with LeVar. He's kept LeVar to the side. So you drafted a guy who played the least amount of games, who's turned into the biggest bust arguably in NBA. I'd say the biggest bust in general in NBA history. Then, okay, fine, you missed one draft. The next draft, you have an opportunity. You have the 7th pick, you have the 14th pick. You could have had this young timeline theory be successful because at 7 you draft Kuminga. You know who was drafted 8? Franz Wagner, who just averaged 25 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 4 assists, and just signed a max contract. He was an all-star this season, so you missed out on Franz. Well, you still have 14th. You go and draft Moses Moody, and guess what? Nobody wants Kuminga's contract. He's a restricted free agent, and no team has offered him a contract. So you go and draft Moses Moody. You know who's drafted 15th? Şengün. Then you get an offer. Lauri Markkanen for Pajemski. Joe Lacob, his owner, says he is untradeable. He is crucial to the success of this team. That man is garbage. And now you can't get Lauri Markkanen because he signed a max contract and you can't afford him. The only successful young player, Jordan Poole, you get him punched and send him out for aged Chris Paul and instead of trying to work out the relationship between him and Draymond. The idea of having a 2 timelines was garbage.